Life isn't just something you experience, it's a game, and understanding what's the secret to winning the game of life can change everything. How you play determines your success, fulfillment, and peace. But unlike other games, life has no restart button and no clear rulebook. So, how do you master it? Ancient Stoic wisdom offers a map, reminding us that the secret lies not in the cards you're dealt, but in how you play them. Imagine this. You're working hard on a project, pouring your heart and effort into it, only to see it fail due to circumstances beyond your control. Your first reaction might be frustration, anger, or even despair. But Stoic philosopher Epictetus teaches us a different perspective. We cannot control events, but we can control how we react to them. Instead of panicking, take a step back, reassess the situation, and find the next best move. Mastery lies in your response, not the event itself. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. The rules can change without warning, and setbacks are inevitable. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Your mindset is your most powerful tool. Focus on growth, resilience, and gratitude, and every challenge will turn into an opportunity to grow. Here's an incredible truth. Life isn't a race against others. It's a challenge against yourself. Each day is an opportunity to improve, to outdo yesterday's version of you. Success isn't about reaching some distant finish line. It's about the process, the daily effort, and the lessons learned along the way. So, what's your next move? Don't let fear or frustration control you. Start focusing on what's within your power, your attitude, your actions, and your growth. Embrace the journey. Today, choose to play the game of life like the Stoics, calm, resilient, and unshakable. Let this be your turning point. Are you ready to make the most of your life? Take action today, reflect, act, and share your journey. It might inspire someone else to start theirs. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson. Life is a game. How do you play it masterfully? Life, with all its ups and downs, is like a grand game, but this isn't a game you play just for fun. It's one that determines everything about you, your happiness, success, and inner peace. In this game, your mind is your most crucial piece. How you control your thoughts and respond to challenges will decide whether you move forward or stay stuck. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This famous quote from Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, reminds us that our thoughts don't just influence our short-term emotions or decisions, they shape our entire lives. Like a painting colored by the hues of its strokes, your soul reflects how you think and approach life. Picture this. You're facing a tough situation, like losing a job. Some might see it as a disaster, sinking into fear and helplessness. But if you shift your mindset, turning the situation into an opportunity to start fresh, learn new skills, and discover your potential, you'll not only overcome it, but come out stronger. That's the power of your thoughts. Life is like a game where every challenge is a level to conquer. When you face difficulties, be it loss, failure, or unexpected setbacks, it's like being in a tough stage of the game. The way you perceive and approach it will determine whether you level up or get stuck. Successful people aren't those who never face challenges. They're the ones who stay positive and keep pushing forward. Stoic philosophy teaches that it's not the events in life that define you, but how you respond to them. A positive mindset doesn't just help you tackle challenges, it also reminds you that in any circumstance, you still have control over how you react. This brings true power because it frees you from being controlled by external factors. Here's a practical example. Imagine you've meticulously prepared for an important presentation, but at the last minute, the projector fails. This is where the real game begins. You could let anxiety take over, or you could remain calm and creatively adapt to the situation. Even if the circumstances aren't ideal, you can turn the presentation into a successful experience with your mindset and actions. The beauty of this approach is that when you train your mind to focus on what you can control, you'll realize that challenges are only temporary. A positive mindset doesn't just help you overcome obstacles, it elevates your ability to view life with gratitude and hope. So, think of life as a game full of challenges and opportunities. Focus on strengthening your mind, embracing positive thinking, and treating each level as a chance to grow. But mastering life's game doesn't stop at mindset. To truly succeed, you need to understand the rules and adapt. In the next section, we'll explore the golden principle, how to focus on your reactions rather than letting life's events control you. Mastering life's challenges. The secret lies in your response. Life is full of surprises. At times, everything seems to go according to plan, but suddenly, an unexpected event disrupts everything. It might be a failed project, a missed opportunity, or a seemingly insurmountable challenge. In those moments, what will you do? Will you feel disappointed, angry, or give up? Or will you view the situation as a lesson to grow stronger? This is the core of Stoic philosophy. While you can't control what happens to you, you can always control how you respond. Think back to a time when you faced a major setback. Perhaps you spent weeks preparing for an important presentation, only to find that the projector stopped working as soon as you started. The audience grows restless, and you feel the pressure building. In such a situation, many would panic, feel embarrassed, or blame the circumstances. But imagine a different scenario. You take a deep breath, smile, and decide to adapt by using a whiteboard or speaking with more energy to engage the audience. Suddenly, you turn the obstacle into an opportunity to showcase your flexibility and composure. The result? Not only do you salvage the presentation, but you leave a lasting impression of professionalism and resilience. Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "We cannot control events, but we can control how we react to them." These words serve as a guiding light in tough times. History is filled with examples of people who rose above challenges because they focused on their response rather than the event itself. Take Thomas Edison, for instance. He failed over 10,000 times before finally inventing the light bulb. Yet, instead of seeing those attempts as failures, Edison reframed them as steps towards success. "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," he said. This demonstrates that it's not the events that define us, but how we respond to them. Your reaction has the power to turn a bad day into a valuable lesson, or conversely, turn small setbacks into unnecessary burdens. So, how can you master your responses? First, focus on what you can control. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I do right now to improve things? Don't waste energy complaining or blaming factors beyond your reach. Instead, channel your efforts into actions that make a difference. Second, practice staying calm. Sometimes, a few deep breaths are all it takes to regain clarity. Finally, view challenges as opportunities to learn. Every failure brings you closer to success, as long as you keep moving forward. Life isn't always easy, but it's the challenges that give it meaning. Remember, you have the power to decide how you face any obstacle. From today onward, don't let circumstances control you. Take charge of your life. When difficulties arise, pause, think, and respond wisely. Are you ready to change the way you play the game of life? Start today. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, subscribe to the channel for more meaningful lessons, and share this message to spread the power of positive responses to even more people. Play the hand you're dealt. The art of making the most of what you have. Life is like a card game. Some people are dealt a royal flush, while others receive a less favorable hand. But what truly matters isn't the cards you hold, it's how you play them. While we don't all start at the same point in life, what we do with the resources and opportunities available to us is what defines our success. Albert Einstein once said, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." This quote reminds us that life demands persistence and action, no matter the circumstances. Even if you feel disadvantaged, staying determined and focused on progress can lead to incredible achievements. Imagine someone born into a challenging environment, lacking access to the best education or financial stability. On paper, their chances of success might seem slim. However, history is full of people who started with little but achieved greatness through hard work, resourcefulness, and resilience. Oprah Winfrey, for instance, grew up in poverty, yet she transformed her circumstances to become one of the most influential figures in the world. Her story illustrates the power of using what you have, no matter how little, and turning it into something extraordinary. The key lies in shifting your focus. Instead of dwelling on what you lack, consider what you do have. Are you creative? Do you have a supportive network, even if small? Do you possess a skill or talent that can be developed? Recognizing and maximizing your strengths is the first step to creating opportunities. Think about an aspiring entrepreneur who doesn't have significant funding to start their business. Instead of waiting for ideal conditions, they begin small, selling handmade products online or offering services in their local community. Over time, as they reinvest their profits and build a reputation, their business grows. What began as a humble effort transforms into a thriving enterprise because they played the hand they were dealt with determination and creativity. Playing the hand you're dealt also involves accepting where you are while staying focused on where you want to go. This doesn't mean settling for less. It means acknowledging your reality and working within your current limitations to build a better future. For instance, if you're pursuing a career change but lack the necessary qualifications, you might start by taking free online courses or gaining experience through volunteer work. These small but intentional steps create momentum and open doors to new opportunities. It's easy to compare ourselves to others who seem to have it all: wealth, connections, or talent. But comparison is a distraction that drains energy and breeds dissatisfaction. Instead, focus on your unique journey and what you can do with your specific circumstances. By channeling your efforts into growth, you'll be surprised at what you can achieve. Life will always present challenges and limitations, but the secret to success lies in your ability to adapt and persevere. Remember Einstein's wisdom: to keep your balance, you must keep moving. Even when the path ahead seems unclear or daunting, taking consistent steps forward will eventually lead you to your goals. So, what's in your hand right now? What strengths, opportunities, or resources can you harness to move forward? Start today by taking one actionable step, no matter how small. Leave the comparison behind and focus on your own growth. The power to create a fulfilling life lies in your ability to play the hand you're dealt, wisely, intentionally, and with unwavering determination. Compete with yourself. The path to true growth. In the race of life, it's tempting to measure our progress against others. Social media, career achievements, and material success often become benchmarks we use to define our worth. But Stoic wisdom reminds us of a profound truth. The real competition isn't with those around us, it's with the person we were yesterday. As the Buddha once said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. This timeless teaching highlights the transformative power of focusing inward. Growth doesn't come from outperforming others, but from overcoming your past limitations and striving to become the best version of yourself. Imagine an athlete who spends every day training, not to beat their opponent, but to surpass their own personal best. They track their progress, celebrate small wins, and push themselves to run faster, jump higher, or lift heavier than they did the day before. Their motivation comes not from comparison, but from an intrinsic desire to grow. Now, apply this mindset to your own life. Whether you're building a career, pursuing a creative passion, or working on self-improvement, the goal should never be to win against someone else. Instead, focus on consistent progress, improving your skills, mindset, and habits one step at a time. Competing with yourself allows you to channel your energy into meaningful growth rather than wasting it on jealousy or comparison. When you focus on beating others, you become distracted by external validation. Your happiness and self-worth hinge on whether you're ahead of someone else, and this creates a vicious cycle. What happens when someone overtakes you? What if their journey is fundamentally different from yours? Competing with others not only leads to frustration, but also blinds you to your own potential. For example, imagine two colleagues starting at the same position. One constantly compares themselves to the other, feeling discouraged whenever their co-worker achieves something first. Meanwhile, the other focuses solely on improving their own performance, learning new skills, and taking on challenges. Over time, the second person grows steadily and meaningfully, while the first remains stuck in a spiral of comparison and self-doubt. Practical steps to compete with yourself. 1. Set personal goals define what success means to you. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving your health, or mastering a craft, make your goals about your growth rather than external milestones. 2. Track your progress. Keep a journal, track achievements, or celebrate small wins. Looking back on how far you've come is a powerful motivator. 3. Learn from setbacks. Instead of seeing mistakes as failures, view them as opportunities to grow. Reflect on what went wrong and how you can do better next time. 4. Focus on the present. Avoid comparing yourself to others' timelines. Your journey is unique, and progress happens at your own pace. By competing with yourself, you unlock the ability to grow in ways that comparison will never allow. This inward focus builds resilience, self-confidence, and a sense of purpose that no external validation can provide. When you measure success by how much you've grown rather than how much you've won, life becomes less about competition and more about fulfillment. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. If you fill your mind with thoughts of self-improvement and positive change, you'll naturally evolve into the person you aspire to be. So, what will you choose today? Will you compete against the world, or will you focus on the more meaningful challenge of surpassing your old self? Start small, set a goal, track your progress, and celebrate your growth. The only person you need to beat is the person you were yesterday. With this mindset, the journey ahead becomes not only rewarding, but deeply transformative. So the journey matters more than the destination. In a world that often glorifies results, it's easy to believe that success is all about reaching a specific goal, climbing to the top of the corporate ladder, buying your dream home, or achieving a major milestone. But Stoic wisdom, echoed by the timeless teachings of Confucius, reminds us of a deeper truth. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. This powerful insight shifts our focus away from the finish line and toward the journey itself, where true growth and fulfillment lie. Imagine setting out on a long hike up a mountain. At first, all you can think about is the summit, how incredible it will feel to reach the top. But as you climb, you begin to notice the beauty around you. The sound of birds, the sunlight filtering through the trees, the satisfaction of conquering each steep incline. By the time you reach the peak, you realize that the journey, the effort, the perseverance, and the moments of awe along the way was the most rewarding part. The same applies to life. We often fixate on the end goal, whether it's earning a promotion, building wealth, or ticking off items on a bucket list. While these achievements are valuable, they're fleeting compared to the memories, lessons, and growth you experience along the way. When you're solely focused on the destination, it's easy to overlook the present moment. You might work tirelessly, sacrificing your health or relationships, only to realize that the satisfaction of achieving your goal is temporary. Then, a new goal takes its place, and the cycle continues. This endless chase can leave you feeling unfulfilled no matter how much you achieve. For example, consider someone who spends years pursuing their dream job. They push themselves relentlessly, ignoring their need for rest, connection, or self-care. When they finally land the position, they feel proud but quickly discover that the excitement fades. Without appreciating the journey, the skills they developed, the resilience they built, and the relationships they formed, they missed the deeper value of their accomplishment. Success isn't about arriving at a perfect destination. It's about how you grow and what you learn on the way. Every step forward, no matter how small or slow, contributes to your progress. Confucius reminds us that the pace doesn't matter. It's the commitment to keep moving that defines success. Start by redefining what success looks like. Instead of focusing solely on outcomes, pay attention to the process. Celebrate small victories, acknowledge your efforts, and find meaning in the work you do every day. This mindset not only reduces the pressure to achieve perfection, but also helps you enjoy life's journey with greater gratitude and awareness. The journey shapes who you are far more than any destination ever could. It's where you develop resilience, discover your passions, and connect with others. The destination, while important, is just a single moment in time, while the journey offers countless opportunities to grow and live fully. So, What steps can you take today to appreciate your journey? Start by slowing down. Notice the progress you've made and the lessons you've learned. Remember Confucius's words. It doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you don't stop. Every small step you take is a victory in itself. Life isn't a race to be won. It's an adventure to be savored. Embrace the twists and turns and allow the journey to be your greatest teacher. Start enjoying the path you're on today, and you'll find that success isn't something waiting for you at the finish line. It's already within you, unfolding with every step. The law of prosperity, a Stoic perspective on true wealth. When you hear the word prosperity, what comes to mind? For many, it conjures images of material abundance, luxurious homes, expensive cars, and overflowing bank accounts. But Stoic philosophy challenges us to look beyond these superficial markers of success. True prosperity, as Seneca reminds us, lies not in the accumulation of wealth, but in a deeper sense of fulfillment. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants, he said. This simple yet profound idea teaches us that prosperity is not about how much we have, but about how we perceive and manage what we already possess. In today's fast-paced world, society often equates success with material wealth. Advertisements constantly encourage us to desire more, to buy more, and to chase a lifestyle that supposedly guarantees happiness. But how often do we pause to question this narrative? Stoicism reminds us that true prosperity goes far beyond material riches. It encompasses a sense of inner abundance, a richness in thoughts, attitudes, and gratitude for life itself. Consider someone who owns a modest home, has a stable job, and spends quality time with loved ones. By society's standards, they may not be wealthy. Yet, if they feel content, express gratitude for what they have, and manage their resources wisely, they are far more prosperous than someone who has great material wealth but is plagued by dissatisfaction and the constant need for more. True prosperity is about living with purpose and clarity, finding joy in simplicity, and appreciating the blessings already present in your life. Seneca's wisdom about having few wants highlights a common trap: the endless pursuit of more. When we fixate on material possessions, it creates a cycle of dissatisfaction. The moment we acquire something, the novelty fades, and we start longing for the next big thing. This never-ending chase prevents us from truly appreciating what we have and keeps us locked in a mindset of scarcity, no matter how much we own. For instance, think about someone who finally buys their dream car. At first, they're thrilled, but over time, that excitement diminishes. Soon, they start eyeing the newer model or a more luxurious brand. The satisfaction they hope to find is fleeting because it's rooted in external validation rather than internal contentment. The Stoics teach us that true wealth is not about external possessions, but about mastering our desires. By needing less, we free ourselves from the constant pressure to acquire more and can focus on what truly matters: relationships, growth, and peace of mind. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate prosperity is through gratitude. When you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, you begin to see the abundance already present in your life. Gratitude turns even the simplest things, a roof over your head, food on your table, or a kind word from a friend, into sources of immense joy. Practicing gratitude also helps you manage your resources wisely. When you appreciate what you have, you're less likely to waste it or take it for granted. Instead, you use your time, energy, and possessions with intention, ensuring they bring value to your life and the lives of others. For example, consider someone who makes a modest income but lives within their means, avoids unnecessary debt, and saves for the future. They may not have extravagant wealth, but their gratitude and wise management of resources allow them to feel secure and fulfilled. Contrast this with someone who earns a high salary but constantly overspends and lives in financial stress. The difference lies not in their income, but in their mindset. So how can you embrace the Stoic view of prosperity in your own life? 1. Reflect on what truly matters. Ask yourself, what brings you lasting joy and fulfillment? Is it material possessions or meaningful experiences, relationships, and personal growth? Redirect your energy toward the things that matter most. 2. Practice gratitude daily. Make it a habit to list 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple practice can shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. 3. Simplify your desires. Challenge yourself to differentiate between wants and needs. Focus on what truly adds value to your life rather than chasing every fleeting desire. 4. Manage your resources wisely. Whether it's time, money, or energy, use what you have with intention and care. Avoid waste and prioritize investments that enrich your life. At its core, prosperity isn't about what you own. It's about how you live. When you embrace gratitude, simplify your desires, and focus on meaningful priorities, you unlock a sense of abundance that no amount of material wealth can provide. As Seneca wisely said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Take a moment today to reflect on your own definition of prosperity. Are you chasing external validati? As you navigate the game of life, remember that success is not a final destination. It's the journey you undertake every single day. The road may be winding, filled with challenges and unexpected turns, but it's in these moments that we grow, learn, and become stronger. Life isn't about reaching a perfect end goal. It's about embracing the process, appreciating the small victories, and finding joy in the present. Think of your own journey. Perhaps you've faced setbacks that felt insurmountable, or moments where progress seemed painfully slow. But each step, no matter how small, is a triumph in itself. As Confucius wisely said, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." These words remind us that persistence, not speed, is the key to lasting success. Take a moment to reflect. What challenges have you overcome? What lessons have you learned along the way? These experiences are what shape you, not just the accomplishments at the end. Success isn't defined by how many awards you've won or how much money you've made. It's about the person you become through your journey. Starting today, focus on enjoying the process. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and let each step forward inspire you to keep moving. Stop comparing yourself to others, and instead, compete only with the person you were yesterday. Your journey is unique, and you have the power to make it extraordinary. Embrace it with gratitude, resilience, and determination. If this resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of your journey are you most proud of? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who might need it. Together, let's make life's journey truly meaningful.